All right, some of you guys remember a little while back, actor Robert Downey Jr. Declared that he was going vegan to save the planet, or some sort of, whatever reason he thought he would do. And photos came out that he started looking pretty pathetic, quite honestly. And some people say, well, it's only because he's doing this new movie called Oppenheimer, and that's why he appears so frail and gaunt, and so on and so forth. And while it turns out that he just as recently announced that, hey, veganism jacked me up, can't do it, right? Just like so many other people do, like the majority of people that ever try that diet, that is not right for them. And I think it's something we're seeing more and more. People are abandoning veganism. They're realizing that it is predicated upon a number of lies, particularly those regarding how supposedly healthful it is. It may be a little bit healthier than the standard American diet, but on a sort of a chronic basis, most people, the majority of them, some would suggest as many as 84%, end up just quitting it for various reasons. And I think this represents a shift in general, that people are waking up to the nonsense of this plant-based, which is really a corporate movement to sell you ultra-processed foods. That's really what underlies this. It's not some desire to save the planet or to be ethical or something like that. It's really just to get you to eat more and more cheap, highly processable, ultra-processed food. And we see that with, for example, there's another vegan restaurant called Ethos. They're ethical or so on and so forth. They just decided that we can't stay in business if we don't start serving meat again. This is a reality of the situation. Humans are well adapted to, and I would say designed to eat meat. And when you attempt to exclude it from the diet, you get a lot of pushback. It would be like going to the zoo at the lion stage and say, hey, lions, we're no longer going to feed you meat. There would be obviously major problems with that. A lot of the zookeepers might get eaten, I would imagine. So anyway, iron deficiency man is now, maybe he's transitioning back to Iron Man. We'll have to see over time. Does this surprise anyone? It doesn't surprise me. We've seen, was it Zac Efron, and there, a lot of other guys that try to virtue signal, and again, they've been, and I don't blame them necessarily for being sucked up into this sort of quote unquote feel good narrative. But in the end, reality is reality. It is what it is. Human beings do best when they're consuming meat. Not everybody needs to be on a carnivore diet. I'll just clarify that there. But to exclude it completely is an absolute disaster for the majority of people that will ever try that. Only a few small percentages. That's why veganism remains about 1% to 2%. That's it. That's been their threshold over really years and years and years, despite all the movies, all the game changers, and forks over knives and cowspiracies and all the propaganda they want. Still, the adaptation rate is still very low. It's mostly young, impressionable girls that do this. The ones that do it when they're older are vanishingly small. They tend to be primarily driven because of ideology. They become religious about it, and that's what keeps them there. In contrast, the only reason people stay on a carnivore diet is because they remain healthy. If you're not healthy on a carnivore diet, my suggestion is you try something else, which I think makes sense, right? So anyway, you guys have a great day. It's Saturday. It's day 27 of World Carnivore Month. Only 4 more days left, guys. I got 3 ribeye steaks coming up. Got a pretty solid workout that I'm planning, and on and on. So let's keep it a good fight, guys. Remember, keep the pressure on. It's on all of us. We got a lot of. We need to take back ground, is what I'm saying. We've been playing defense for so long. It's time to play offense. Eat more meat. Encourage more meat production, more meat consumption within you, your family, the ones around you. And of course, let's do it sustainably. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you later.